don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there is just a cloud of mosquitoes around me. And I'm not gonna lie, I used a bunch of DEET because you know what? Sometimes I don't use DEET, sometimes I use DEET. Today was I don't care, I'm using DEET. And I couldn't drive down this 2-track, so I got a portage half to 3/4 of a mile. I've seen all sorts of moose poop, moose tracks, but anyways, I ain't doing any more walk-bys. I'm just sweating up a storm, and the bugs are swarming. But they're still getting me even with the DEET sprayed on me. They don't really care. They're kind of just getting all over my hands and stuff. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We had a really fun start to today's adventure. Cue fun start. Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am in the car right now doing a little bit of exploration. What we are looking for is a lake that I've been wanting to try for quite some time. Now, this is my second attempt looking for this lake. I was with Captain Teeny Trout the first time, and it's quite a drive to get here. And on top of that, we spent 2 hours going down a network of 2 tracks searching for this lake, and it was just every 2-track led to a dead end or some mud we couldn't get through, and we tried and we tried and we tried, and we just could not get to the lake. We got relatively close, but he's got that big old boat where it's got a rudder and stuff. We didn't really want to carry it more than a 1/4 mile through the woods, so yeah. Today I can at least get back to that spot and portage in, I don't know how long it is, a 1/4, half mile through the thick woods. Don't really want to do that. I'd like to find a better path, so I got out a little bit earlier than last time, definitely earlier, but we're gonna try to find it again. We're trying to get there. It looks like the lake's supposed to have walleye, bass, and brook trout, so I'm really trying to get there. So now the road's getting narrow, and I've made a few turns now, and we're gonna start. I gotta take a couple turns here, and then we're gonna start to get into the unknown again, and we're searching. So let's hope I can find the lake and do some good fishing. So I just might have done something that I'm gonna regret later. I drove through some questionable mud that me and my buddy turned around at last time that I just barely made it through. But I think I'm gonna get to the lake for sure. It's just now a matter of getting out. This is the kind of crap I'm driving down. It's just like overgrown 2 tracks where there's mud, and I think I'm almost to the lake. It's just, you gotta be really careful, like this right here. See, that's all muddy looking. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, if I get stuck, this is gonna be oh, I'm risking it right now. Oh man. Oh man. Well, I've driven the car about as far as I can go. Now I'm going to walk, and you're supposed to be able to see the lake on the right. I'm pretty sure it's just over this hill somewhere. Oh, the mosquitoes are bad. They're getting me, so the fish are probably going. I got some moose poop. Oh, the mosquitoes are swarming. It's a good thing I forgot my bug net. Anyways, bunch of moose poop. Oh man, they're bad. We're just gonna see how long I have to portage to get to this lake, because I can't drive anymore down this. Like, I got to a spot where there's no way I'm gonna try crossing, or I ain't getting home. If I get my truck stuck on the way out even, I've got a long walk, a very long walk, and I'm gonna have lots of fun getting my truck back. Oh man, I picked up a slight jog because the mosquitoes are insane right now. I didn't put any bug spray. That was a mistake before starting this walk. So just gonna jog until I can hopefully see the lake. We're gonna jog back to the car. Probably gonna use DEET today, That's for sure. And then looks like so far we got like a half-mile portage. Not terrible. Should be able to see it here. Okay, we're having to admit defeat here. I can't go any further. I don't know how far we are. I walked down this road a ways. I couldn't find the lake. I don't want to get stuck, so we're gonna go to a different lake in this area. Oh, it ain't easy admitting defeat. I'm sure I could have done a crazy portage. I started walking down the road, and why I'm giving up right now is time. It is taking me so much longer than I thought going down these 2 tracks searching for this lake, and I don't want to get stuck here. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is the next time I come here, I'm gonna have time for an overnight. This is something I cannot do night fishing because I've got like 2.5 hours. Oh, look at, see, this is the stuff that sketches me out. It's muddy. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, don't get stuck. Oh no, we might have just got stuck. This was a bad idea. Oh, I think there's a low chance that I'm gonna get out of here. So I made it out of the one, but the first one was the worst one. And I'm just nervous I'm not gonna make it through that one. Oh, I'm so nervous. If I get stuck out here, I'm gonna be totally fine. Oh, here's another one. You can't stop. You gotta just go. Okay. If I get stuck out here, I've got a long walk. I'll be totally fine, but my car will be stuck. Oh, this is not a good one. Why did I do this? Why have I got myself into this mess? I made it out. I barely made it out. Barely. I was so certain I was stuck. I just got into some mud and I had to stop. Couldn't keep going. Luckily, I had it wasn't deep enough to where I could go back 2 feet and just go forward a little bit more, go back 2 feet, go a little bit more, and then just fought my way out, and I am out. That lake, I'm gonna have to put in more time to figure out how to get there. That's a defeat. I'll admit that. Defeated. Looks like no one goes there, so I'm inclined to think that the fishing is awesome, and if I had more time, I would have probably portaged my boat down that road. It would have definitely been like a mile portage, but that would have taken me a while. I don't have as much time to go, you know, night fish or anything. It's just a little too late. So we're gonna go to a different lake. What we're actually gonna do is go for a little drive here, and we are going to head back to the lake that I tried to go camping at when there was ice out and there was still ice on the lake. We're gonna go back to that lake because it's not too far. I think it's like 30-minute drive from here. This is the same general area. So we're gonna go give that one a try. It's a teeny little lake. There's just trout in it. So that's about all we can do. It'll still be fun if they're biting. If they're biting, it'll be fun. But I got defeated. I'm lucky. I'm super happy I got out though. So we were not supposed to end up on this lake at all. We were supposed to be at that other lake that I just tried to get to. Second attempt. Almost got stuck, couldn't make it. Now we are back. We drove a ways and we had to do like a half, 2/3 mile portage down a road because this is the lake that I tried to get to on my recent ice out camping where I had to drive 3 hours, and I wanted to get to this lake to camp on and fish. So when me and my buddy tried the first time, we spent 2 hours. Then this was our backup lake. We tried to get here and you couldn't get here, and we couldn't portage his boat because it's too heavy and big, so I can portage. And that's where we're at. I am just like wet with sweat. I need to air out. It's gonna cool off, but the bugs are insane, so I just coated in DEET. I don't even care. It's time to fish. I would have stuck it out and went to that other lake if I would have had another 2 hours, because it was gonna take me at least an hour to get in there, because I didn't even find the lake yet, and I was just messing around. I would have possibly gotten stuck in the dark. It was just not worth it. Anyways, this lake is supposed to have trout in it. There is nobody here. There's no one around. I got the lake all to myself. Let's catch some fish. And you know what else? I brought a couple things with me, and I deserve this right now. I do. I needed that. I'm sweating like a pig. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna work the entire shoreline, casting on logs, casting out, see if we can catch a fish. There's supposed to be brook trout in here, and I think maybe rainbows. Let's find out. The bugs are insane, so the fishing should be good. But we've got maybe an hour and a half till the sun sets, maybe 2 hours, somewhere in there. But I'm gonna be kind of quiet until we catch a fish. Let's start things out right. I've got my 5-foot ultralight spinner. I'm gonna start with, or my 5-foot rod. I'm gonna start with the chartreuse and orange. Zero Meps Agli, my go-to trout lure. This is what I've been using to catch them in the rivers and stuff, so it's what I always use. A drag set, okay. Oh, I had a bite. First cast. It's gonna be a good day. If you get a bite on the first cast, you're gonna catch a fish. So this leads me to believe that this was worth it. I know it's you're just like, oh, first cast with it. Well, I was just making a bunch of noise right there, so getting my boat in. So we're catching a fish here. We are catching a fish. Oop. My spinner would spin. Huh. I can see what's biting, and it's teeny little trout. I hope there's some bigger ones in here. I mean, there's gotta be. Oh, I'm getting so many bites. Oh man, there's just hundreds of teeny ones. Let's go out a little deeper. There we go. Oh my gosh. What is that, a sucker? What is that, a bass minnow or something? Oh, oh geez, no. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's some kind of feed fish. I bet a pike would love that. I hope that's not what this is, what's all biting in here. I did hear a trout surface though. Well, anyways, we didn't get skunked, guys. It's official. I caught a 2-inch bait fish. Oh man, whatever they are, those things are just in full force here. They're just like sitting right here. Oops. So maybe all that's been biting is those teeny little whatever they are. In that case, I can't say if the fishing is going to be good or not. It should be good. definite bite. Nothing exciting though. No exciting bites. They're just like little hits. So far, it seems like there's just whatever those little things are, they're everywhere. Which could actually make the fishing tough because they have so much food. I don't know if it picks it up on the camera, but whatever those little things are, maybe they're teeny trout or same thing as I just caught, but they are just surfacing everywhere right here. Just nipping at the surface, and I can tell there are all those tiny little things. So I'm gonna move a little bit. We're gonna go down maybe across the lake to the other side, or just try the other shore or something. See if the story's the same across the entire lake with those little thingies everywhere. Do a little cast out here. I might also switch to a spoon if we keep getting nips by these little things. This lure works for all sorts of size trout, but I don't know. Where there's little fish, there's big fish. Where there's big fish, you'll catch them. Oh, now there's bluegills in here. That was a little baby bluegill that was just biting that. Ugh. Got bug spray on my face. Yeah, these are all bluegills. Well, what the heck? I thought there was trout in here. Uh-oh. And if you're wondering why Monty isn't with me, sometimes on certain fishing trips, if I'm just gonna go, you know, fishing for a long time, or it's super buggy and he's just gonna sit in the boat, and I don't know what I'm getting into, I don't like to bring him along, just because it's, you know, it's not super fun to just get mauled by bugs. So I left him home because he already got to do a bunch of swimming today and have some fun, so he'll be just fine. I know you guys would like to see him, but I think he would love to come out. The thing is he always loves to come out. He likes to come and he likes to go on the canoe when I'm going. But when gets here, he would be like, "Well, we're just sitting in the canoe and I'm just getting mauled by bugs and I can't put bug spray on him." So I left him. It's a nice day, nice night. I hope we get into some trout. It'll get better as it gets closer to dark. I'm committed now. We're staying till dark. I've been curious about this lake for a while, so I want to see if we see them surfacing, because brookies, they're surfacers. If they're in here, they'll be surfacing at night, and I will cast on them. But we're gonna just paddle around the other side of the lake, see if we can find a nice drop off. That side seemed pretty shallow. If we can find a nice drop off, we'll keep casting like we are. That's usually how I catch them. Kind of just, you know, cast near the like 3-4 feet of water and just reel my spinner over it. We're gonna try casting out a little bit, sinking it and letting it come in. I'm just waiting to see some surface. I heard one big splash right near the boat launch, but other than that I have not heard anything else. So if they're in here, they'll be surfacing tonight. The bugs are crazy right now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna give it like another 10 minutes here with this spinner, my go-to spinner, and then we're just gonna switch to a spoon for casting out deeper, because this little thing doesn't sink so fast, and when it reels up, it kind of goes on top. It doesn't stay as low. I could switch to a bigger spinner, but they like the littler stuff. So we'll try a spoon next. Thinking the trout got to be deeper. Maybe it's just a little too warm. The water's too warm right now on the surface, and they're just out deep. They're not going to be coming in until nighttime. Alright, let's give the old 1/8 ounce Silver Clio a try. A little more weight. Let's see if that's what they want. Oh. Keep licking my lips. Bug spray. Ugh. Come on. Just bite. Alright, I'm just going to go into the middle here, and we're just going to drop our spoon down, see how deep it gets, and just kind of reel it up off the bottom and see if anything's, maybe they're sitting out here in the deep. We'll try that in a few spots, and we're probably going to switch back to my spinner because I was having more hits off that. But let's just see out here in the middle. We'll try this in a few spots just to get a depth. Okay, that's bottom. That seems like it's not more than 15 feet right here. Okay, so we're going to switch back to our little spinner here. I just know this thing works. I know this catches trout. I know it catches rainbow trout. I know it catches brook trout. I know it catches trout in lakes like this. And I know the methods I'm doing usually work. It is a little warm today. Today was a hot day and a super bright sunny day. So what I'm thinking is they have gone a little bit deeper. And as the night goes on, they're going to start to come out and surface for these bugs and slowly creep into the shallows as it gets closer to dark. So what I'm going to do is we are just going to cast on down trees all around the lake. I'm going to try to get to the ends of the down trees with my little spinner here. And we're going to do that around the whole edge of the lake. And it looks like there's lots of trees until we start seeing them surface. And if they don't surface, well, that sucks. Oh, then we'll just get skunked. Well, we didn't get skunked. We got that little 2-incher, whatever that was. You know what I'm going to try while we wait for dark and we're looking for surfacing fish? Is I'm going to troll a little shallow Rapala here. I'm going to troll a teeny little one of these. I've caught trout on these before. And we've got some time to wait. The sun's still going down. I'm not seeing... I saw something surface. I don't know if it was a trout. It was something. But while we wait, well, I just saw something surface way down at the end of the lake, but it was big. That had to be like a loon or a beaver or something. Something disturbed the water, but that was too big to be a fish. It's got to be an animal. Okay, I still see it. I'm seeing it like I've seen it 4 times now. We're gonna troll our way there. I think it, yeah, I think that's a, it looks like a loon. Oh yeah, I see some kind of head. Okay. That makes me not feel as great about the fishing. At first I was just like, okay, they're starting to surface back on that end, but there is definitely some kind of little white dot or black dot, something sticking out of the water. Oh yeah, it's loons. There's 2 loons. Loon! Loon! Maybe that'll get the fish to bite. Maybe they need a little. Okay, I just saw my first proper fish surfacing. Right back there, out in the kind of middle. It was, I don't know, I couldn't say if it was a trout for sure, but it looked more like a trout. Nice big circle. Not these teeny little minnow drops I've been seeing. So that's a good sign, at least. I'm a professional expert fisherman. I know exactly how to catch all fish at any situation in the lake. So, you know, if what I'm doing isn't working, it's because they're not biting. It's the only explanation. Don't believe a word I say, because I'm actually a novice. And, you know, but we're just going to pretend you didn't hear what I just said, and that I'm an expert, and I know exactly what I'm doing all the time at every lake I go to. Because that's the not truth. What? Where are we? Come on. It's so beautiful out here. Where's a fish? Where's a fish at? Okay, back to the spinner. Thousand of those little, whatever I caught, that thing that I caught, I don't know what kind of fish that was, little bait fish. I just saw about 1,000 of them, just a huge cloud. It was almost black from how many there were. So that's great for the health of the lake, but I'm thinking that that's going to provide enough food for these trout to where they're not going to want to bite my little artificial spinners here. I don't, maybe not, but you know, you gotta assume that they're probably just got full bellies all the time. Because I'm just getting bites from these little things, these little bluegill. Everything's so small, I've not seen anything of size. Nothing with any sort of size. I'm not seeing the surfacing pick up. I mean, if they're not surfacing at dark, I'm gonna probably get out of here earlier. Like if it hits 20 minutes to sunset and I'm not seeing surfacing, it's just, I don't know, because it is a pretty perfect evening. This bay looks pretty nice. think I got another one of these teeny things. These little sucker things. That just looks like a bait fish. Look at that. That's just some kind of shad, generic fish. I don't know what that's called. But its mouth is, it looks kind of like a sucker. That just looks like a sucker minnow or something. It does kind of look like a sucker, but I don't think it is. That's all I'm getting to bite my line right now. Oh man. I mean, it's better than nothing. Really makes me wish I would have made it to that other lake, because there's bass and walleye in there. This is just supposed to be trout, but it looks like it's dominated by those things and mini bluegill. And maybe they're still in here. Maybe. Like I said, I'm an expert and I know everything, so maybe. No, but yeah, they could still be in here. I'm gonna keep it on. Hope is dwindling though. At my other trout lakes, which I should probably be at right now, they're just the reason I'm where I'm at and I'm not at one of my spots is because, like I said, I've been exploring for new spots and the drives are longer. So I'm trying to find places that are closer to home, that are great fishing. They're just like this, where it's kind of, you know, no houses on them, a place I could camp, and good fishing. Trying to find some new spots. It's not as easy. It's not very easy. That one lake though really makes me want to get to that lake. This is poopy. I don't even know if I'll see. I've been recording so many videos like this spring here, where I'm trying new lakes and stuff, and I just haven't posted them all. Here's another little something. Oh, look at that. Ooh, we got a monster. We got a monster, ladies and gentlemen. What's bigger, my thumb or this sunfish? Oh, I'd say my thumb. Wait, maybe? Let's see if we can do this. Oh, I got a monster! Look at that thing! Not a monster. Oh, dang it! I tried to just drop you in the water and you flopped into my boat. I was trying to be silly and just... Okay. We've caught 3 minnows. Actually, you know what? This is the first for me. I don't think I've ever caught so many teeny fish. Yeah. Hey, let's look on a positive note. We're doing something we've never done before. I've never caught so many mini little itty bitties. Oh, it's so exciting. It's just so exciting. I did all that work to get here and it's just little minnows. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm totally posting this video. I don't care. You guys want to see epic fishing? This is epic fishing right now. It's starting to finally get chilly. I'm putting on my longer sleeve. Yeah, you know, when you're doing this sort of thing and you're looking for new lakes and you don't really know much about them other than like kind of what kind of fish were, you know, planted in here or whatever years ago. You just got a little bit of information. You know, you're just out experimenting, trying new lakes. You always hope that they're going to be just loaded with fish. I mean, that's always the hope. You're just like, oh, you know, it's hard to get to. Maybe that no one else gets there and there's no fish. Well, maybe it's hard to get to and no one else fishes it because there's not much in here. Or maybe I'm just a terrible fisherman and there's just big fish in here and I just don't know. But we're getting towards that sunset and I'm not seeing surfacing fish. So this is just, you know, one lesson learned. This lake ain't that all that. It ain't all that yet. I'm just like, my type of person, I don't like to give up. I really just don't like to give up. All right, we've got a group of minnows surfacing ahead. Let's see if we can catch another minnow. Gotta be quiet. You'll spook the minnows. Come on, minnows. Oh, I had a bite. I had a bite from a minnow. Oh, there's a whole group of minnows. Oh, I couldn't hook one. My hook's too big. It's like half their body size. Bugs. So here's the thing. Here is the thing. We've got 20-30 minutes till the sun sets. And on lakes where I know there's good trout fishing, and it's a day like today where the bugs are insane, and it's pretty much glass on the whole lake except for this little spot, the fish are surfacing. And it's not just a surface here, a surface there. It's like it's raining. Like they're going for the bugs, and they're not doing it. They're not doing it right now. And it's not the day. It's not the bugs. It's just I don't think that there's much any big fish in here. There's just these little things. The other thing is the lake that me and my buddy back up to. We went to as a backup plan when we couldn't get to this lake and the other lake. There is trout in that lake, and that is only a 15-minute drive plus the 20-minute portage. So I will get there just after sunset. I can put right in. It's another small lake, and I know there's trout in there, and I think I'm gonna have better chances of fishing. So we tried this lake. I didn't give it my best all. But I'm just not seeing good things. I mean, the fish would be going nuts right now. They should be. And they're not. So I kind of think I'm either going to just... I'm heading out of here. We're getting out of here. And I'm either going to head to that other lake if I can make it close. I mean, it's a sunny day, so the sun should linger and the trout will bite into the night. But I'm not seeing anything right now. Nothing. And you know, I could sit here and cast, maybe catch another minnow or two, or we could just head to the other lake and do a double take. Fish where I know there's at least some trout, where I know there's at least decent sized trout. That's the thing. There's decent sized trout there. So I think I'm just gonna hammer out this portage. And we're gonna go try the other lake. We gave it a shot. And I saw a couple of decent surfaces, but I'm not seeing anything now. It's glass, the sun is behind the clouds, it's cooled off, the bugs are still out all over the place, and there is just not fish going for it. So, say what you will, I think we're done here. Yep. So let's go to the other lake. There's houses on it and stuff, so I'm probably, when we get there, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna end this video here. And when I get to the other lake, I'll show clips of me casting, but I'm gonna be quiet because there are houses on the lake. It's a small lake, and I'm not gonna fish it very long. I'm just gonna throw my canoe in and take some casts. And if I catch fish, well, we're gonna record a little bit. And if the fish are jumping like crazy, that's kind of, I'm kind of more curious to see if they're jumping there, surfacing there, versus here. Because if they are, then I know. Because this is the same area. It's like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, somewhere in there. So anyways, let's get to the other lake, and if I don't catch anything and it's just me being quiet, that's because I'm just gonna tack on some clips of me probably not catching anything at the end. So I will catch you guys in the next video, unless I catch fish there, and then I'll blab a little. See you later. I'm cruising right now down a just crappy road, but I beasted that portage, whatever I had to do, and I just threw it on the car and I'm flying now. We're gonna make it to the other lake. I want to catch a trout. I want to catch a trout today. Dang nabbit, we're catching a trout. Don't set yet. Please don't set yet. Do not do it. Okay. I think we made the right decision. I'm gonna be quiet. There we go. Little brook trout. Ow. I was gonna make a tasty little snack. That's going in the cooler. I just got a big old mess because I had 2 lines trolling. I think I got all tangled because I had 2 fish on. Oh man, it's a mess right now. Okay, so we caught 2 teeny little brook trout and 2 perch. We caught our trout. We caught our trout today. That was the goal. It was definitely a lot better than that other lake. As soon as I got here, there was surfacing all over, and it was trout surfacing, you could just tell. And even though we didn't catch a monster, we still caught trout. And that other lake, I don't know, maybe if I would have stayed till dark and sunset, I would have saw more, but they start earlier when it's still not like hot summer, so I just don't think there was that many trout there. There was just a ton of those little baby bluegill and just little minnows or whatever. So it is what it is, you know. Learned a new lake. Learned that I'm probably not going to be going back there. Maybe I'll try it again, you know, sometime in my life, but probably not. And you know, I could be fishing for them wrong, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. I caught trout here, doing my normal thing, casting. I was getting bites, and trolling. I always catch them when I was trolling that. So it is what it is. But now we've got to drive back, and it's a little late. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.